All right, welcome back to the last section of the YouTube SEO course. I'm glad you made it this far. I just want to say thanks again for joining me, purchasing the course, following along, and allowing me to share the things that I know and the things that I've learned about YouTube SEO. Thanks for letting me share those things with you, and I hope you are able to apply them and to be successful with your YouTube channel. So this last section is, my area of what I do every day as a freelance professional is doing the YouTube SEO, which is the keywords, titles, and descriptions. I really do stick with that exclusively. I don't really do anything else in terms of doing thumbnails or doing social media marketing or SEO for websites and blogs. I really do stick with YouTube SEO and just the three elements of the SEO that go into the channel or the video editor on your YouTube channel. But with that said, I've studied and researched and watched and listened to a lot of other people who do specialize in things like marketing and growth and maximizing exposure to your channel, to your video, or even if it's a website or a blog. I like to watch stuff like that just for my own knowledge. So if somebody does have a question, I might know something about it and be able to answer more effectively and maybe provide more value. Okay, so what I wanted to do is, in addition to all of the other actual SEO stuff, I just wanted to give you the things that I've learned regarding marketing and how to grow your channel, what things to do. And we're actually going to start with things not to do. And I see this a lot. When I see a new channel, somebody wants me to do their SEO, I check out their channel and I say, hey, wait a minute. You've got 1,000 subscribers and 3 videos, and your videos don't really have any engagement. So what's the deal? What's going on? And so that brings me to rule number 1. So if you don't learn anything else about marketing for your SEO channel, for your YouTube channel and doing SEO, rule number 1 is, can you guess? Don't buy fake views. Let me say that again. Don't buy fake views. Don't pay somebody who will promise you, or they're advertising, and they do this a lot. You see this everywhere. You see this everywhere. You see it on Instagram. You see it on Fiverr. You see it on Facebook. You see people that are saying, I can get you 1,000 subscribers. I can get you 4,000 hours watch time. I'll get you monetized, right? So don't do that. And there's a reason not to do that. Don't pay someone to increase your views and get you subscribers so that you'll be monetized. And the reason is because YouTube knows that you're doing this. They have a way, it's very easy to see that you're cheating. And if you're cheating the system, they're going to block you. And you might not even know that you're blocked or shadow banned, but your channel won't grow if you start off trying to cheat and trying to take a shortcut instead of growing organically. You have to grow organically. So it's tempting to try to get monetized quickly without really having much content. But the problem is when somebody is getting you, helping you get monetized and getting you fake views, fake subscribers, those clicks are usually bots, or even if they're people, they're not engaging. You might have thousands of views, but you might not have any likes, or you might not have any comments. There's no engagement. And the algorithm goes, that's not a real viewer. They're looking for real viewers. They're looking for watch time so that they can put ads on your channel. They want people to see those ads. That's how they make money, is through revenue, ad clicks, things like that. Don't do it. Okay, that's my number one piece of advice. Now, let me give you an example. I see this all the time, so I kind of took a screenshot and I shrunk it so that you could see the key elements here. This channel has 2.34 thousand, so over 2,000 subscribers, okay? So on this video it shows, and I blocked out their name, I don't want to say who it is, over 2,000 subscribers, and on this video they got over 38,000 views, okay? But they only got 31 likes. You can't have 38,000 views and 31 likes. There's no way. And then the main thing is that there was only 18 comments. Now that is extremely low engagement. And I looked at those comments and they're not even real comments. They're like, wow, and stuff like that. Great. And stuff in different languages that I couldn't read. So don't do this, because the YouTube algorithm will kill your channel. And you'll keep making content hoping that your channel is going to grow, but YouTube has already decided that you're not playing by the rules. You're not trying to grow organically, so they're not going to allow you to grow no matter what. You really do rely on your video being suggested to other viewers. So not just your SEO helping it in ranking, but at some videos, YouTube says, we're going to put this on the side column. We're going to put this on a side column, so like where it says watch next or recommended for you, right? Those are suggested videos. If you get a video into one of those rotations, then your views are going to go through the roof. They'll skyrocket, right? You'll never get there if you start off trying to grow in a dishonest way and not trying to grow organically. My advice, it's true, no matter what you are hoping for, you can't take a shortcut. If you're going to do this right, you have to do it right. You got to play by the rules and not cheat. Okay, so I've said enough about that. I think you understand. Now, what do you do? What are some things that can help you get more clicks? One thing is use a compelling, interesting, eye-catching thumbnail image for your video. They'll attract more clicks. So the title is important for the algorithm to read what your video is about, and sometimes people can see the first bit of the title, but what the eye really goes to first is the image. It's the thumbnail image, and so if it's nice and attractive and compelling, it draws me in. I want to click it and see more, right? So here's some examples. This is a nice, colorful, clean, doesn't have too much stuff on it. It looks really professional, right? And here's the same guy. And these are nice, clean colors, color schemes. Everything is clear, like you know exactly what the video is about, right? Because what they do is they add text descriptions onto the thumbnail. So your title is what is supposed to, we think, what tells people what the video is about, but the thumbnail is actually really what people see first and make the decision to click on that. So put text, clean text, and not too much, just, let's see, did it 5, 6, 7, like 6 or 7 words on your thumbnail image, and then that's where you can put additional description so that people have a better understanding of what the video is about. Okay, so that's really important. I'm not creative that way. I'm not artistic. So if I had to do that, I would go to Fiverr. I would pay somebody. I would look at different profiles and samples, and I would pay somebody who has a style that fits my content. So you could pay somebody, it's really, really inexpensive, very affordable to pay somebody to do your thumbnails professionally. And look, these two here, they look like they belong on the same channel. They're consistent. They kind of have the same look. So if you use the same designer and use a consistent look for all your videos on your channel, it looks really good and clean and professional. So that's a tip for marketing. Another thing that you want to do is at the end of the video, there's something called an end card or an end screen that basically at the very end of your video, it will say, it'll give suggestions on other videos on your channel to watch next. So if you could see this Gordon Ramsay end screen, they've got 2 different videos to watch next. And usually this is like the last 10 seconds, 15 seconds of the video. And this keeps people on your channel. YouTube loves this because it maximizes and increases watch time. And again, the whole name of the game is watch time. More watch time is more advertising, and that's more money. So the longer you can keep people on your video and on your channel, the better it's going to be. So that's another thing. If you have 1-minute videos or 3-minute videos, it's not as good as an 8-minute video or a 10-minute video. Longer content gives more watch time, provides more opportunities for advertising and generating revenue. So always keep those things in mind also. So that's called an end screen. Also an info card. You might see on a video, sometimes they pop up in the corner. If this pops up in the corner, it kind of like if somebody's talking about a certain subject and he's got a video about that subject, he says, if you want to know more about it, go to this video here. So that's called an info card. So how do you do those? There's a section in your video editor, and it's called the details section. And it's got things like subtitles and any kind of age restrictions and some other different options that you have. But the 2 that we're talking about now are the end screen and the cards, the suggestion cards. So you just go in there and you edit it. It's really self-explanatory. If you get in there and you're not quite sure how it works, go on YouTube and look for a video that shows you how to do it. There's millions of those, right? So you can learn how to do anything on YouTube. Okay, so another tip is engagement. When somebody makes a comment on your video, it's really important to talk back, to reply. That's called engagement. It's interaction. And the algorithm sees that also. They see that people are having conversations and are engaged and interested in interacting with your content. That's a factor that's taken into consideration when they're suggesting content or videos to other people who have an interest in whatever your niche is, your topic or your theme is. So it's really important to engage with the people who make comments on your videos. Now, if you start getting lots of comments, that can be hard to keep up with, but it's something to keep in mind because it's really important to have that interaction. And that builds a relationship with your viewers too. And that makes it more likely for them to come back, for them to like your videos, for them to share your videos, because they'll feel a connection with you. All right, so this is all just sales and marketing, basically. Another thing that you can do, which a lot of people never think of, who are your competitors? I'm sure you have competitors, everybody has competitors in the same niche. Maybe competitors that are really successful, that are doing well, their channels are a lot bigger, their videos get more views. Go to those videos and talk to the people we'll talk to the content creator, talk to the person who runs the other channel, make comments and say, hey, I love your stuff. I'm in the same, I do the same thing, and I'm really inspired by watching your video. So interact and be friendly about it and be genuine. Make comments that are genuine and true and sincere. Tell them what you appreciate and the value that they're providing, and have some sort of honest opinion about the content that they're creating. So engage with other competitors and engage with your competitors' viewers who are also commenting. So they're commenters because they're interested in the same thing. So if they're watching a competitor's video, they'll probably be interested in your video too, if you're making similar content. So this is a way to get your name out there and to get some exposure and to become part of the community. Every niche has like a community, people that have similar interests. You're not really competing against each other. You're all out there but it's not really a competition because there's no losers really. Like everybody can grow as long as they have good quality content and it's consistent and it's interesting and all that good stuff, okay? So engage with your competitors' viewers and do it in a meaningful way. Don't make just short comments like wow and great and awesome or just hearts and things like that. Write something meaningful that gives that shows that you're actually interested in the subject or in the content that you're commenting on. Okay, so be sincere, be genuine, write meaningful comments and engage in a meaningful way. So that's my advice on that. All right, let's talk about social media. Social media is super important. Now, YouTube is part of social media, and it's a really big part of social media, but there's other places that you can use to promote your YouTube content. You can go to Facebook and start a page, join a group, start your own group. And that's another place where you can engage with other people interested in your niche, and also promote your YouTube channel by using Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Send traffic to, from those platforms to your YouTube, and what this does, it creates backlinks. So if you link from a Facebook page to a video on YouTube, that's a backlink. That shows the YouTube algorithm, that other sources outside of YouTube are pointing back to you, back to your video, back to your content, back to your channel. Okay? The more places that you can put your content, if YouTube is in the center and you have all these other places sending, traffic to YouTube from outside, that's huge. That's really valuable. The algorithm sees that and they reward you for that, right? They penalize you for dumb stuff, but they reward you for productive stuff, for creative stuff, for sending traffic to their platform, to YouTube, because they're there to get more watch time and make more money by selling advertising. So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Reddit, Twitter, these are all great big social media platforms. Now, you don't have to be on all of these, but get on one or maybe two and be really good at it, right? Don't try to do everything all across the board. Choose one and dominate and be really good and focus on that. Don't try to do 6 things at one time and do them, just halfway. Do one thing or 2 things and do it all the way. Okay, so be really strong, be the master of like one thing and dominate. So use social media to backlink back to your YouTube channel and to your videos, okay? And that's another place to, talk to people, engage with people as well. And some of these are really good for engaging and interacting and developing, relationships in your niche. Social media, as we're talking about social media, if you do it, let's use Instagram, for example. If you get on Instagram to promote your YouTube channel, you can't make 1 or 2 posts, a week and then just give up if you don't start getting any traction, getting followers or engagement. You have to be really consistent. So you have to set a schedule. So let's say you're going to post twice a day on Instagram. Twice a day. You post twice a day, and then you comment. Maybe you comment on 10 different posts on other people's posts 10 times a day. You have to block off, 10 or 15 minutes or more, but at least 10 or 15 minutes per day to dedicate to promote your social media, which will over time grow, and over time will the numbers become massive if you're consistent, right? So we talked about consistency. You can't do it on a sporadic, irregular basis. It has to be consistent. And my suggestion is to schedule, just to write it on a schedule so that you do the same thing at the same time every day or every other day or whatever your schedule is, and stick to it. See, it seems like, if you do it once a day, it's 5 times a week, and it might seem difficult to keep doing that regularly, but if you look over the long term, if you do 5 posts a week, let's say you're on Instagram and you post once a day, that's 5 a week. Over a year, you've got 250 posts. Okay, those are all chances and opportunities for interaction and engagement, right? So if you go on YouTube and you post on other people's channels, right, and people are going to see, you're going to see your comments. The whole key is consistency. It's doing something on a regular basis. Like anything else that you do that you're not good at the beginning, and you develop your skill over time. You get better over time, whether it's a job or a sport or music or social media or marketing. Over time, if you do it every day consistently, you will get better, you will grow, and you will be successful. Okay. So I think you understand that aspect. Another thing is Facebook is a really good place to engage and to establish a presence and to get followers and to build a community. You really want to, if you can build a community, you can send them to your YouTube channel and have regular viewers there who will be in tune with you and more likely to comment on your videos, share your videos, hit the like button, all that good stuff. You could start a Facebook page and promote your channel that way and invite people to join your page and look at other pages that compete, right? Just like you do on YouTube. So my whole point is you have to get outside of the just only YouTube mentality and think bigger and think about where else can YouTube is the destination, but there's a lot of different ways to get there. So you have to really think about, how can I join a community or build a community that will wind up eventually at my destination, which is my YouTube channel. And what happens is if you send enough people to your YouTube channel, the YouTube algorithm sees that, and then they start recommending your videos to other people that you don't know, that you've never engaged with, that are all over the world. And then those people start to help your channel grow. If you look at statistics of channels that are big, maybe 10% of their viewers come from subscribers. 90% of their viewers come from YouTube recommendations. So you can have a million subscribers on your YouTube channel. If you make a video, you might get 10,000 views from subscribers, but you might get another 200,000 from non-subscribers. Okay, but in order to get to that point, you have to grow organically on your own, right? So you have to show and demonstrate that you can grow organically and build a following and be consistent, and then YouTube will reward you for that by sending other people to your channel automatically. That's great. When that happens, that's really good. Another thing you can do, similar to Facebook, create an Instagram page, do the same thing, promote the channel, make screenshots of your videos. Now you can post videos on Instagram. You can engage with other people in your niche, right? You can join a community there, and you can comment on other people's posts. You can follow people follow you. Do that the same way as you would do a Facebook page. And all these other social media things, these outlets, these platforms that, you see Reddit and you see TikTok and you see Pinterest and things like that. Whatever you're into and you're most comfortable with, whatever your style is, go with that, but go with it hard and go with it strong and dominate and be consistent with it. And, don't quit until you start to grow organically. Because it happens for lots of people that you would never think that it happens for. You see a guy or a girl on YouTube and you go, how'd that person grow? How did that person, they're not that special, but they've got a huge following and they're really successful. They're monetized, they're making money. And how do they do that? So You know, you don't have to be super, super special to be successful. You just have to be consistent. Okay. So again, engage with other creators in your niche. And so community, community, community. It's really important. I keep saying that. So when I do an SEO report, I usually have like a little paragraph at the bottom with bullet points. So, and it's like, here's what I tell everyone. So there's some things that are really important to understand about YouTube. So it's not enough. It's usually not enough just to post a video and hope that people will find it, they'll watch it, they'll subscribe. You know, it's like post and pray. That doesn't work. All these other factors that I mentioned are all important for organic growth. So you can't just post a video and just hope that it's going to do well and you get 5 views or 10 views. There's more to it than that. So the SEO that I do and that we've talked about in this course is super important. You have to have good keywords and titles and descriptions. At the beginning, if you're a huge channel, really what I've seen is that doesn't matter. But for a young channel, for a new channel growing, it's really important that you do all the right things the right way. And the YouTube is definitely one of those things that's super important. So your success, in addition to the SEO, it depends on a variety of other factors that only you can control. And the good news is that you can control it. It's not something that somebody else is controlling. You can do these things. So if you're a small channel trying to grow, it's really important to have the good SEO so that you get indexed and get ranked on YouTube search results, right? But if you don't have the SEO, you'll never get ranked. So you'll never have that opportunity to grow organically, which is probably why you're here, because you understand that the importance of that, of understanding SEO, how to do it properly so that you can start off correctly, start off the right way so that when you grow from the beginning, you've done everything right. So when you are big, you can, you know, like your old content is still is done correctly and you'll learn as you go, but you want to start off on the right foot, right? So the SEO, though, is just the first step. The algorithm looks at things like, so it's all about money, right? So they're looking at watch time. You know, how long does somebody watch your video? They want to keep eyeballs. They want to keep viewers watching your content. If they stay longer, you get rewarded for that. That's good because eventually you're showing ads and people are being exposed to more ads and it's more revenue for them and, you know, for you if you're monetized. So watch time is important. Likes are important. Comments are important. That shows engagement, shows interest. It shows people find value in the content that you're creating. And also sharing. Sharing shows that people find it valuable enough to send it off to other people so that they can see it. Okay, so when any of these things happen, the watch time, likes, shares, and comments, when any of those things, you know, are happening, YouTube knows about it and it calculates and it's making notes about every little thing. Really, it's very technical, but this is how the process works. So there's certain things that you should be doing that I reviewed or that I talked about earlier. So let's go back through this again. Do you interact with your viewers? Do you comment and interact or engage with on other channels, your competitors' channels that have similar content? Do you talk to the competitors and their viewers? Do you engage with other commenters, right, on similar competitor videos? So we talked about that. So think outside of your channel. Go to other channels and check out what's going on and talk to some people. You know, that's what you would do if you're at a party. You know, you don't really just stand by yourself in the corner. You go out and you mingle. So it's like being at a party. You go find the other people that have content that's similar to yours. You have similar interests and go chat and go socialize. Okay, socialize, social media. So. Also online groups in your niche, Facebook groups, Instagram groups, you know, whatever the Pinterest groups and the Reddit groups and all the other good stuff that's out there where you can engage with other people. Here's the truth. The honest truth is whatever your niche is, whatever your videos or whatever your channel is about, you probably have a lot of competition and they're probably doing better than you. But they all started out with 0 subscribers. Okay, so just remember that. There's so much competition on YouTube now and it's growing so fast, everybody sees an opportunity to start a channel and hopefully make money, right? With all this competition, YouTube is pretty selective, and they can be. They're pretty selective about what videos and what channels they are going to promote, suggest, recommend, right, to the other viewers on the platform, right? That's when you show up in the suggested videos column, you know, what's up next, or videos you might like, or things like that. When a video shows up there, that happens for a reason. It's based on a lot of different factors. So if you do all the right things, eventually you'll wind up there, and that'll make your channel grow much, much faster. All right. So with all the competition, you have to be good and consistent. So providing consistent quality content, make good content. Just don't throw something up there. Study other people's videos. You know, look into how to do lighting and how to do sound and how to produce a better video, how to edit better, things like that. You know, make quality content. Don't make bad content, really. And if you can make quality content, your videos have a much better chance of getting indexed, getting ranked, and recommended by the YouTube algorithm. Okay, so don't just make content, make quality content. Okay, so let's summarize. So we talked about the thumbnail image, and we never really talked too much about that throughout the course. The thumbnail image, as you saw in the examples, that attracts a lot of clicks, and clicks, you know, turn into watch time, turn into subscribers, and you know, that's what you're looking for. So a good thumbnail image is like the door, the front door of the house. So you have to have an attractive entrance to invite people to come in. So make an attractive entrance, which is an attractive thumbnail image. If you can't do one yourself, if you're not artistic, like me, I'm not artistic, pay somebody $5 or $10 to do something that's professional and attractive. Don't be afraid to do that, because that's an investment in your long-term potential, long-term growth and success. Even this course, this is an investment. This is not an expense. You're investing your time and your money to learn and to give yourself a better chance or better opportunity for growth and success. So engage on your channel. People comment to you, you comment back. Make a rule about that. Really be as good as you can about talking to the other people on your channel that have taken the time to say something to you. It's only the right thing to do, the professional thing to do, to comment back and to maybe invite them to watch another video. You could drop a link in there and say, watch this other video. Go off of your channel, talk to other competitors and competitors' viewers, and talk to them, engage, and build that community. And use your social media. So pick one or two that you can do, that you like, that you can be good at, and that you can be consistent with and commit to, right? So do make sure you send social media links back to your YouTube videos and back to your channel. And you have to be consistent. The algorithm sees how consistently you're posting. So if you post every Monday at 10 o'clock, do it every Monday at 10 o'clock, or every Monday and Thursday, or every Wednesday and Sunday. Whatever it is, do it consistently at the same day, same time. So they see that. And when they see that, that's an indication that you're disciplined, that you're serious, and that you are a professional and you take this seriously, and you really have a true desire to do something that will benefit not just yourself, but benefit the YouTube platform. Okay, so set a schedule. Set a schedule for posting your videos on YouTube, and also set a schedule for posting on other social media. So, and if you can, it sounds kind of like overwhelming, like you have all these things that you have to do, but trust me, if you just write down the couple things that you have to do and you see it, it's like, oh, I just have to do this and this. It's a couple things. So it's not as overwhelming as it is in your head. When you write it down, you can see it and you say, okay, well, I have something to do for 15 minutes on, each day at this time, and I'm posting a video. So just get into a schedule, just like you do with a job or school. There's always a schedule involved that you need to follow in order to be successful. And finally, this takes time. Channels don't grow in a week or a month or 2 months or 3 months. It takes time. I've seen channels go from 100 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers, but it took a couple years. But it's possible that you can grow. You can definitely do it if you do all of these things, but you have to be patient. Don't get discouraged and don't give up. Don't quit if you're not seeing results after a month, because anything that you start to do, you're not going to see many results after a month, whether it's learning to play an instrument or a sport or losing weight, working out. Anything that you do, it takes time, commitment, consistency over a long period of time, right? So that requires patience. So you need two things. You need to be disciplined and consistent, but you also need to be patient. So this is very human nature. Most people get very impatient. They want instant results, instant gratification. YouTube is not an instant gratification platform, but it's a long-term gratification platform if you do it correctly, if you do the proper SEO, if you grow organically, if you do all the other things that we're talking about today in terms of growing a channel and marketing and things like that. If you do all of these things, you're gonna maximize, times 100 your chances for growth and success. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all I have. This is my last slide. It's my last slide. So it's been almost 5 hours that I've been talking to you. I don't know you personally, or maybe I do. Maybe we've talked online. I'm not sure. But I just want to say thank you again for joining my course. And I hope to hear from you again. If you, just share with me your progress. I really don't have time to do like consulting and things like that, with so many different people that I interact with on a daily basis. So I'm not that available for just random conversation, but I think I've given you the tools that you need to get a really good head start. And another thing is, if there's little areas of YouTube that you are not sure about, that you get stuck with, or that you're having issues with or problems with, you can always go on YouTube and find other short tutorials that will help explain the little fine details, the little things that, which is what I do when I don't understand something or have a question about how to do something. When I learned how to make videos and set up my camera and do a PowerPoint and use the recording software, I didn't know any of that. What kind of a microphone to buy, all these things. I learned that by watching YouTube videos. And I searched for a topic and I looked at content and I learned and I applied what I learned, and here I am. So if I can do it, I'm very confident that you can do it as well. So again, that's all I have. This is the end of the course. Once again, thank you so much, and I wish you the best of luck. Take care. Bye-bye.